It's the flex factor, pour moi. Like truly, why else do we buy all these gaudy monogram pieces? So LV gave me a brand new one. And since then, I haven't really used it, and I don't know. Bonjour, mes amis. C'est moi, Jessie, your resident Francophile, and here on Cappuccinos and Consignment, I focus on lifestyle, travel, and finance. S'il vous plaît, take a moment to like, subscribe, and follow. Follow me over on Insta. I have a blog, and I am desperately trying to find my way on TikTok. So here's the thing. I am not a holiday person per se, so I am going to try to find my way with this here Vlogmas because there is no tree. There is no decorating. There's none of those things. So I'm going to find a way to participate in Vlogmas my way. And that truly reflects how I've been doing everything. It's my way. So we are kicking off Vlogmas avec my LV SLG collection. SLG stands for small leather goods, and trust me, have no shame. I did not know all of these acronyms until I started this blogging, content creating life. So yeah, let's get started. I finally found the third piece to my Kirigami. My 1-year-old thinks that everything small is hers, and truly it will be eventually, but not today. I'm Kirigami. I picked this up. If you do not know, the Kirigami is the LV. It's like an envelope set, but there are 3 pieces. I was lucky enough to purchase this in Paris when they had been like sold out in the States for so long. If you do not know, I am always in Paris. Like that is my, I say second, but truly first home. Head on over to all of my Paris vlogs. You'll love them. So I had been wanting this set for some time, but it was so hard to find it in the States. And if you look on the resale sites, they're selling them per piece. So it's insane. The price I was not willing to pay for it. With all of that, I found it in Paris, but then I destroyed it. I have an entire vlog about how I messed up this pouch and I was devastated. But of course, I wasn't going to throw it away. And there was absolutely nothing that LV could do to repair it because it was the canvas. It wasn't like the seams, threading, or closure. So I got creative because that's what I do. I added these patches and I actually love it so much. I'm like, this is bomb. So I think it's just so cute and just so personalized. Yes. 3-piece set. I will say that this piece is my most used LV piece in my collection. I use it every day. This is essentially my, I don't know, it's not my wallet because I have a card holder and I use a Chanel card holder. If you're interested in knowing what I keep in each of these, let me know. I know I have an entire LV collection, but that may be my travel collection. So check that out after this. And I did a review on all of my LV travel pieces, but this is by far my most used piece in the collection. With LV, it's always a GM, a MM, and a PM. The GM is always going to be the biggest, the MM, medium, and PM, small. I don't know if this is considered an SLG, but it's going to be included in this video. This is my LV GM planner. I love big. Like that's my thing. If you have ever seen any of my reels, any of my vlogs, you know that I am the bigger is better, the go big, go home. I'm not from Texas, as you can hear, but yeah, I'm all about, I guess maybe I'm a big girl. Yeah, I'm like 5'9", so that makes sense why I will want the biggest of them all. So I absolutely love my planner. I know I did a review on this. It is so heavy. So heavy. When I worked in an office, I left this in the office because it's so heavy. I used to carry this in my GM Neverfull every day, and oh my goodness, my back, because this alone, just holding it, it is so heavy. Is it worth it? Check out that vlog. I am very reluctant to say if anything is worth it or not, because worth is very subjective. So that's not something I would ever say. There are things I tell you all that I wouldn't buy again, but this isn't one of them. I absolutely love this baby, even though I don't use it as much as I want to. And that's because I have another one, but that's a whole other vlog. Yeah, so this is it. Again, don't know if it's an SLG, but it will be one today. This is the PM. This is the PM. And so I am so old school. I love writing notes. Again, the pen is missing because Baby Chena, which is not her name, that's what we just call her on social media, she took the pen and she really thinks this is hers. So as I'm doing anything, she's like in here writing notes. I feel like she's working on her tell-all. So I have to really keep my eye on her and Juju the camera kid. That's my 15-year-old. So this is my PM. I like writing notes. I always meet people, like if you all could see some of the notes in here, it's telephone numbers of people that I met while flying, people I've met at the airport, people I've met. The person I'm looking at right now, I met them on the train when I was heading from Milan to Venice. I'm so retro with most things, my style, as you can tell. So I really, really love having a pen and paper. So yeah, another piece that I don't know if it is technically considered an SLG, but it will be here on my Vlogmas. Next is the card holder. So here's the thing about this card holder. It's not mine. I gifted this to the husband for, I don't know, maybe our anniversary, birthday, something along those lines. The husband is not into designer luxury items at all. So I will admit that everything I buy him, it's from a place of selfishness, because I know eventually it will come back to moi. So he, as you can see, he never wore this. He's never used this. Maybe one time. It is in excellent condition and it's here avec moi. I have not used it yet because I use a Chanel patent leather quilted card holder, but I feel like eventually I'm going to switch to this. It's so good. And oddly enough, card holder, this is the best canvas of all of my SLGs. Did not buy this in Paris. I think maybe we were in Spain. I don't know. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. My toiletry pouches. I have such mixed feelings about these. I cannot tell you the last time I used this. There was a point when I used this every single day. When I got this, I want to say in maybe 2015. This is actually not the original that I purchased. The one that I had in 2015, the canvas started cracking and peeling so bad, I had to take it to be replaced. And I want to say 2020 or so. So LV gave me a brand new one. And since then, I haven't really used it. And I don't know if I haven't used it because I'm afraid of wear and tear or because I have this now. So essentially, everything that's in here, I once used to keep in here. And I'm kind of running out of things to use these pouches for. Like now I feel like my 1-year-old. And if you have ever been around a little girl, you know how they just stuff random things in their purses. So I'm like, ooh, I think I have an old lip balm. Let me find an old remote control I can put in here. It's going to be a race car in here the next time you look. Like I feel like I'm running out of things to use these pouches for. I will say, as far as using this as a toiletry pouch, I can use it as a toiletry pouch because I don't use a lot of products. If you are a new me, I can tell you, I only travel with a carry-on. I have my LV Horizon and I typically use my Neverfull as my personal item. On my last trip to Paris, I used my YSL Care Tote. But with all of that, if you are really into makeup, if you're really into products, I don't think this is feasible. And I say that because just space-wise, if you can see how it's at the top, so you run the risk of stretching this out if you overpack it. I have an insert in mine and I will link all of my purse care products that I use below. So yeah, I love it in theory, and I don't know if I just love what it used to be. I feel like this may have been the second LV item that I had in my collection. So I don't know if it's sentimental values or what, but I do not use it. And then here's the kicker. When this got damaged and the husband and I took it to LV, you want to know what the sales rep told me? Oh, well, you can't really use it. You shouldn't touch it. when you have product on your hand, if you have moisturizer or oil. My husband, who is so sarcastic, he's like, oh, okay, should I buy her some like white LV gloves to use this? And the sales associate's looking like, that's a good idea. Poor thing. So with all of that being said, it's like, I can't use products when I'm touching my toiletry pouch. Yeah, moving along. Mixed feelings about this. I may bring it out again. I purchased the insert at one point. I wanted to do body look. I think that was summer of 2019. That was all the rage. People were converting these into purses. I am not a crossbody kind of gal, so I don't even know why I thought that was an option. But we were heading to Spain, and I thought, oh, I'll be the girl with the toiletry pouch as a purse. I never did it. But yeah, here it is. And this is the limited edition Crafty. Yeah, they don't produce this anymore. So this was 2020. I feel like the Crafty debuted. And if I'm wrong, I'll insert it here. Again, I loved the concept, but I've only used this one time. I can admit it. I have only used it one time, but I don't want to part with it because it's so darling. Like, isn't it gorgeous? Maybe I'll use it at some point. I don't know, but I just don't want to get rid of it. So outside of my GM Kirigami, that's the pouch, my PM agenda, I feel like this next piece is my most used or third most used piece in my LV SLG collection, and that is the document pouch. It is called the document pouch because you're supposed to keep documents in it, but of course that is not what I use it for. I keep my MacBook in here, and I think this is a 13-inch, whatever the medium whatever the medium MacBook is. It's not, of course, the ginormous one, and it's not the smallest, but it fits perfect in this document pouch. I purchased this pouch solely for this. I'm not keeping documents in this, and for the most part, we do everything online. Perfect. But will it protect your MacBook? Or I'm saying MacBook, will it protect your computer? Absolutely not, because it's not designed for it. Like, there's no cushion or anything in it, so you still have to be very, very careful. But outside of scuffing your computer, it will help that, but anything else, no. But I love it. It's the perfect size. If you can follow my fingers, you will see exactly where my MacBook is here. But it's so, it's the flex factor pour moi. Like, truly, why else do we buy all these gaudy monogram pieces? It's so good. And I do have an actual MacBook cover, but when I travel, I like using this. And even when I'm in the house, it just makes me happy. It's like that certain je ne sais quoi. Peekaboo. I'm sure this isn't considered an SLG, but I'll go ahead and include it here. This is my LV reversible belt. Love it. You all know that if you don't know, but I am so matchy. Like, when I have the purse, I want the shoes. I just love it. And this, it's really good. I'm all about reversible. Like, when you pay this much money for something, it needs to have dual purposes. So this is really nice. I wonder if I can just buy buckles. That will be good to know. This isn't the size that I want. This isn't the size that I wanted. I wanted the larger one, but I feel like I've just gotten, like, my depth perception is just really, really skewed because I have the Valentino belt, which is like WWE. Like, that belt is huge. So I don't even know, as far as scale, what's a regular size belt anymore. It's weird. So I held on to it because it fits in belt buckles, and not that I wear a lot of trousers, but if I do, this will fit. And voila, mes amis, I feel like we have gone through my LV SLG collection. If I have forgotten anything, I will add it as a short. And if you have any questions about any of these pieces, just comment below. Oh, happy day one of Vlogmas, and I am hoping to see you all tomorrow. Alrighty, ciao for now.